Hello and welcome. My name's Tyus. I'm super excited to be guiding you through practice today. Today, all you need is your mat. No need for any props, but they're always welcome. We're going to begin in a kneeling posture, this hero's pose, or if this isn't comfortable for you, an easy seat is completely fine. We're just going to take a few moments to connect to the breath. We're going to connect to the body. Maybe set an intention here. Anything you need to do to prepare yourself for movement. You can continue here with your breath. If you'd like to join me in a few rounds of Viloma 3, it's just segmented inhales and exhales with some breath retention pauses in between. So if you're with me, empty all the air out. Inhale 1/3 of the way and hold. Inhale another third and hold. Then inhale all the way to the top and hold. Exhale 1/3 and hold. Exhale another third and hold. And exhale all the way to the bottom and hold. Inhale 1/3 of the way and hold. Inhale a second third and hold. Then inhale all the way to the top and hold. Inhale 1/3 and hold. Exhale another third and hold. And then exhale all the way to the bottom and hold. And come back to a normal rhythm of breath, something you can rely on throughout practice. You can always come back here if what I cue does not agree with you. This is your practice. Take what you need, leave with you what you don't. We're going to start in a child's pose. Bring the big toes together. Allow the knees to splay out wide. You can walk the hands out in front of you. Just sink into the hips here. You can find a nice sway, maybe moving side to side, getting into the hips, maybe bringing the belly a little closer down to the mat. We're going to crawl our chest forward, kind of scoot the knees a little behind the hips. Pull your heart through your hands. Come into an upward facing dog or a cobra, your choice of back bend here. Inhale, then exhale. Think cat spine, rounding through the back. We're shifting our hips all the way to our heels like we're coming back into a child's pose. And on the inhale, pull, come down to the forearms, pull your chest through your hands, your choice of back bend. Inhale, roll the shoulders away from the ears, activate the glutes. Exhale, shift the hips back, rounding the spine. If pulling your chest through your forearms is not accessible to you, you can just wave yourself back forward the same way you waved yourself back. And then you're going to sink the hips down towards the mat and then land in your back bend. Wherever you are, 2 more rounds just like that with your own breath, with your own rhythm. Once you land in your back bend for the final time, take an inhale, and then shift the hips back over the heels, shoulders over the wrists. Extend the right leg out to the side. Lift the left arm up, reach to the ceiling. Press strong through the right shoulders. Inhale. Exhale, thread your needle. Left ear comes down, reaching for the right foot. The right hand can walk out in front of you, bring in the bicep by the ear, or you can find a half bind, reaching for your left pocket. If you have the half bind, really work on opening the shoulders, opening the chest to the ceiling, rolling the shoulders down the spine. As you inhale, create space. And as you exhale, reach a little further. Your next inhale, bring the right hand back in front of your face. Unthread, reach up with the left arm, and then rise into a gate pose. Inhale, reach through the shoulders. Exhale, find a side bend. Right hand reaches for your right ankle. Left hand reaches towards the right. Inhale. As you exhale, think dancing camel. We're swooping the left arm all the way through the front of the mat towards the left heel, reaching up with the right arm, sending the hips forward, find this back bend, and arrive at the inhale. Exhale, swoop the right arm towards the front of the mat, reach for the right ankle, open up into your gate pose. One more time, exhale, swoop it back, left hand, left heel, right arm opens up for your half camel pose. Bringing everything back down, both hands plant towards the top of the mat. Swoop the right foot over the left ankle. Look over your left shoulder for your right heel. Feel this side bend on the right side. Come back to center. Find a scorpion tail. Bring the right foot towards your left shoulder. Inhale. Exhale. Bring the right knee in towards your nose. Maybe tap it. Then cow face your legs. Cross the right knee over the left. Shift the hips back. Walk the hands forward. Sink down into this cow face puppy pose. If you'd like a little extra in the shoulders, you can cupcake the hands coming onto the tips of the fingers. And breathing, inhale and exhale. Bring the hands back underneath your shoulders. Uncross the legs, tuck the left toes, lift into a three-legged dog. Right leg is in the air. Exhale, bring the right foot up, set it down in between the hands. Find a Anjaneyasana, come down on the left knee, reach the biceps up by the ears, shift the hips forward, open the chest, feel a lift in your midsection, reaching tall through the shoulders. Inhale. Exhale, frame the right foot, half splits, extending through the right leg. Find a halfway lift in your half splits. And then exhale, maybe walk your hands a little towards the top of the mat, tuck the chin towards the chest, and fold. Inhale, pull yourself through. Keep the left hand planted, reach out and up with the right arm. Serve the platter back behind you. If you have the range, maybe bend in the left leg and you catch your left foot. If you want to go a little further, you can come down to the left forearm. Open your chest up to the ceiling. Find this twist. Kick the left foot into the right hand for this shoulder opener. Big stretch in the quad. Inhale. Exhale. Close everything off. Lift off the left knee, step back into a three-legged dog. Wave yourself forward into your high plank. Your upper back is still rounded. Pelvis is tucked towards the ribs. As you exhale, lower down, half push-up. Hold at the bottom for 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, upward facing dog. On the exhale, shift back into your tabletop position. Extending the left leg out to the side. Reach the right arm up. Pressing out. Find separation between the left shoulder and the left ear so you're not collapsing into your left shoulder. You're active, you're pressing, you're strong. Inhale, keep reaching. On exhale, thread the needle. Reach the right hand for the left foot. Same options to extend the left arm out in front of you, or you can find a half bind. Really open the shoulders, or open the chest rather, rolling the shoulders down the spine. So maybe you look up at the ceiling. One more inhale.
And exhale, twist a little deeper. Bring the left hand back in front of the face.
Unwind, reach back up with the right arm. Really try and reach the back of the right hand towards the left side of the mat. And then place the right arm down, swoop the left leg over the right ankle, look over your right shoulder at your left heel. Bring it back to center. Find the scorpion tail, try and touch your right shoulder with your left foot. Maybe you look over your right shoulder at your foot. Find that lift, inhale. Exhale, touch left knee towards your nose, and then cow face the legs, cross the left knee over the right knee. Shift the hips back, walk the hands forward. Cow face puppy pose. Walk the hands back underneath your shoulders. Uncross the legs, tuck the right toes, lift into a three-legged dog. And then exhale, step the left foot in between the hands, come down onto the right knee, lift the arms up, inhale. Stay for the exhale, shift the hips forward. Make sure your hips are in line as well, so you're really rolling the left hip forward as you plug your left hip back. You can get into the right hip flexor. And just come in across your quad here. Inhale, reach through the shoulders. Exhale, frame the left foot. Set up for your half splits. Like to flex the feet. Slight bend in the knee. Find a hinge of the hips. And inhale, halfway lift, extension through the spine. And then exhale, walk the hands out a little further, tuck the chin towards the chest. Inhale, pull yourself through. Right hand plants, left arm swoops out and over. Crooked monkey, reaching back behind you. Maybe bending the right knee, catching the foot. If you like a little extra, you can come down onto the right forearm. Release the foot if you have it. Cartwheel everything back. Tuck the right toes, press into a downward facing dog. As you inhale, wave yourself forward, think cat spine. Come all the way forward into your high plank. The upper back is still rounded. On the exhale, bend in the elbows, chaturanga. Feel free to come down to the knees as well. Hold the bottom for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Few breaths in your downward dog. Feel free to bend one knee and then the other, getting into the hamstrings, shifting the hips from side to side. Any kind of movements to kind of get you settled in, get you more loosened up before our sun salutations. Take a collective deep inhale here. And then exhale, let it go. On your next inhale, lift the heels, bend the knees. Feet hop, step, float, or jump into a forward fold at the top of the mat. Allow your head to hang heavy, weights in the balls of the feet, so shifting a little forward. A little ragdoll action here. You can clasp the elbows, or you can step the hands under the feet. Bringing your belly to your thigh, generous bend of the knees. You slowly on the exhales, press the knees towards the backs of the legs. Not looking for any pain or nothing that feels uncomfortable. Just be a nice, easy to handle stretch here. Release your elbows if you have them. Find a halfway lift, hands to shins, extension through the spine, gaze forward, collarbones are broad. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise. Slowly come up, palms touch overhead. Exhale, bring the hands down to your heart center. Inhale, reach up, shift the hips forward, activate the glutes, slight back bend. Then exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, feet step, hop, float, jump back into a vinyasa. Exhale, chaturanga, your half push-up. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 2 more just like that. Inhale, lift the heels, bend the knees. Hop, step, float, or jump to the top of the mat. For your forward fold, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise. Palms touch overhead. Exhale, bring them down to your heart center. Inhale, lift. Feel as if there's a string attached to the ceiling in your chest. Energy going forward and upward. And exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands. Feet travel to the back of the mat. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the heels, bend the knees. Hop, step, float, or jump, top of the mat. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise. Exhale, bring hands to heart center. Inhale, reach up. This time, exhale, cactus the arms. Bring the elbows to the ribs. And then inhale, reach. And exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands. Feet travel to the back of the mat. Vinyasa, meeting in a downward facing dog. Few breaths in your down dog here. You can find a slight bend of the knees here. Kind of think bringing your belly to your thighs. You can come on off of the heels. Heels don't have to touch. You're shrugging, you're pressing into the finger pads of the hands, finding that grip, and you're active through the shoulders, pressing your shoulders towards your ears, and allow your head to hang heavy in between your arms. Shoot the hips upward and breathe. This is a full body stretch. You can feel it just about everywhere if you're engaging all of the right things. On your next inhale, lift the right leg up, 3-legged dog. Exhale, step the right foot in between the hands. Rise into a crescent lunge. Bring the arms up overhead. A slight bend in the back knee is always okay. You can tuck the pelvis in towards the ribs. You get into the left hip flexor here and active through the shoulders. Take an inhale, reach. And then exhale, open up into warrior 2. Find stability, find strength in your warrior. Find separation in the shoulders, strong gaze. Deep inhale. Stay for the exhale. On your next inhale, reverse your warrior. Right arm reaches, left hand reaches towards your left ankle, or you can find a half bind, reaching for your right pocket. You're keeping the integrity in your right knee, keeping that bend, opening up the right side body. One more inhale, keep reaching. Then exhale, side angle pose, right elbow to the right knee, right hand to block or floor, left arm reaches up towards the ceiling or out in front of you. Plugging this right hip back as you roll your left hip forward, still pressing to the outside of the left foot, staying active in the left leg. One more inhale. As you exhale, you're going to step the left foot to the outside of the left edge of the mat and sink down into a Malasana squat. Proud chest here. Puff the chest out through the hands. And breathing here. Inhale. And exhale. Feel free to roll out the neck. Drawing some neck circles here. You sway side to side, maybe, if you're really comfortable in your Malasana. Take one more inhale. Exhale, plant the hands, forward fold. Rotating the toes forward, keeping the belly thigh connected. Allow the head to hang heavy. On your next inhale, sink back down into your Malasana squat. And then exhale, forward fold. We're going to step the right foot back, opening up into a side angle pose. So bring your left elbow to the left knee, or if you can reach the floor or a block, feel free. Try not to collapse into your left shoulder. You should have space in between your left thigh and your torso. The right arm reaches up towards the ceiling, or you can bring the bicep by the ear. You're pressing into the outside of the left foot. You're opening the shoulder to the ceiling. On your next inhale, coming all the way up to reverse the warrior. Left arm's reaching, right hand towards the left ankle. Keeping the bend in the left knee, reaching strong through the shoulders. Inhale. And then exhale, open up into warrior two. Strong gaze. And breathing. Deep inhale. And exhale. On your next inhale, roll the right hip forward. Bring the right bicep by the ear. Crescent lunge. Reach tall through the shoulders. Deep breaths. Inhale. And exhale. Take one more inhale, reach. Exhale, frame the left foot, step it back to meet the right. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Collective deep inhale here. And exhale. As you inhale, lift the right leg up. Exhale, step the right foot in between the hands, crescent lunge. Rise on up. Inhale, reach tall through the shoulders. Exhale, open up, warrior two. On your next inhale, reverse the warrior. Reach the right arm up. Keep the bend in the right knee. One more inhale, reach through the shoulders. Exhale, side angle pose. From your side angle, make a big shoulder circle here. You're gonna roll the left hip forward. We're gonna land in an exalted warrior. So the left arm reaches, the left hand reaches for your low back, or all the way down your left thigh. It's a bit of a twist here, so you're lifting and extending through the body, but the left arm is reaching towards the back right corner of the mat. Inhale, reach. Exhale, left elbow, right knee. Find a twist. As you inhale, you find length in the spine. Then exhale, you twist a little deeper. Maybe press your right knee in towards your left elbow to help the twist. You can also press your top hand in towards the bottom hand. Gaze back down at your right big toe. Place the left hand down. Big move here, stepping the right foot behind the left knee. As you inhale, lift up into your wild thing. Reach the right arm towards the top of the mat. Inhale. Exhale, place the right hand down. Think fallen triangle thread the right leg through the left edge of the mat. So you're at this cross. And then exhale, chaturanga on top of your right hip. And then inhale, find an upward dog. Stay here, feel this activation in the right side body. This little twist is big in the hips. And then lift the hips back up, step the right foot back. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, step the left foot through in between the hands. Rise, crescent lunge. A few breaths here in the crescent lunge. Really find stability here. Feel where you can intensify and maybe feel where you can loosen. Inhale, reach through the shoulders. Exhale, open up, warrior two. On your next inhale, reverse your warrior. Still pressing through the pinky edge side of your right foot. Everything is pretty active here. As you inhale, keep reaching. Exhale, side angle pose. So backstroking with the right arm. Reach all the way back, roll the right hip forward, roll onto the ball of the right foot, exalted warrior, right arm reaches, left hand to your low back, or all the way down your right thigh. Feel a bit of a twist as you reach towards the back left corner of the mat, and feel that extension in the spine as well, so it's a bit of a back bend. Inhale, keep reaching. Exhale, twist, right elbow, left knee. Look back down at your left big toe. Place the right hand down towards the right corner. Rotate, step the left foot behind the right knee. Lift the hips, open the chest. Wild thing. Deep inhale. Exhale, close everything off. Left hand plants. Thread the left leg through for your fallen triangle-like thing. Exhale, chaturanga on top of your left hip. Then inhale, upward dog. Kind of linger. Kind of feel out the sensations. And then lift the hips. Step the left foot to the back. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, lift the right leg up. Exhale, bring the right shin forward into a pigeon pose. If this pigeon is uncomfortable for you, you're feeling a lot of pressure on your knee, feel free to lay on your back for reclined pigeon. Crossing the right ankle over your left thigh. You can press the right knee out, or you can hug the left shin in. If you're able to get here, but you can't shift, or you can't get your hip or your knee down onto the mat, you can bend into the left knee, your back leg, and bring it to a 90-90, and then have a seat. And then you can square your shoulders off and fold over your shin. Many avenues to acquire the stretch. You're getting the outside of the right hip. And depending on how active you are, you can get some hip flexor on the left side. If you bend into your left knee and you catch your foot, You can stretch your quad pretty nicely here. It's just what your body's calling for today. Wherever you are, just a few more breaths. Bring the hands back underneath you. Press yourself back up into your downward dog. If you need to open the hip, kind of roll it out, draw some knee circles, feel free. That's all you. If you're with me, inhale, lift, left leg up, three-legged dog. Exhale, bring the left shin forward. Come down into your pigeon pose. A few more breaths here. Just acknowledging the quality of the inhales and admiring the release of the exhales. Bring the hands back underneath the shoulders. Roll onto the left hip and swoop the right leg forward. You're going to land in this pike position. Make sure that you're nice and grounded onto the mat. You can shift the hips forwards and backwards. Flex the feet, point the toes back at your face. As you inhale, you're going to sit up tall. Then exhale, fold over your legs. Getting more into the hamstrings. I like to keep my chest proud, bringing my belly to my thigh. Feel free to bend your knees if you need. If you want to get all the way through the back of the legs, bring your toes down. Getting into the low back, you can tuck your chin towards your chest and head hangs heavy towards your legs. Come all the way up. Bring the soles of the feet together to butterfly. Can grasp the hands along the feet and fold over your feet. Just do whatever feels good, whatever's comfortable. You can even walk your hands out towards the top of the mat and fold. And it's okay if you're not folding very deep. Your knees don't have to touch the ground. We're not looking for a way a pose looks. We're just looking for the feeling. The aesthetic naturally comes through mastering the feeling. You're not really looking for the destination. You're just enjoying the journey. And then inhale, rise up, bring your hands to the outsides of the knees, close the legs, and we're gonna fall onto our backs. You can hug the knees in towards the chest. Give yourself a little squeeze here. Then extend the left leg out to the top of the mat. And allow the right knee to fall over to the left. For an easy twist, stay grounded through the right shoulder blade. That's more important than getting your knee to the ground. Getting this efficient twist here. You can scoop the left hip under the right hip and really settle in. Inhaling, creating space in the spine. And then exhaling, twisting a little deeper. Inhale, come back to center, and just switch the side, extend the right leg out, hug the left knee in, and allow the left knee to fall over to the right. Keeping the left shoulder blade grounded, scooping the right hip under the left. And inhale, come back to center. Hug the knees into the chest. Tight squeeze. Show yourself some love, some compassion. Before extending into your final posture, Shavasana, your final rest. You're going to close down the eyes. Relax the muscles between the eyebrows. Relax the jaw. Relax the shoulders. Relax the mind. A few minutes to pretend to be nobody. Of course, you can stay here for as long as you'd like. It was an honor to share this practice with you. I hope to see you again soon. Thank you. Namaste.